Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and in this tutorial I'm going to show you how you can add this glow effect to your text layer in Adobe Premiere Pro. So without further ado, let's get started. Go to your projects panel, click on new item and then sequence. You can use any of these default settings given by Premiere Pro, but for now I'll just give the standard settings. So I'll go to settings, click here, go to custom, the time frame is okay. I'll give the standard HD frame size, that is 1920 by 1080. This should be 16:9, but it's different because our pixels are not 1:1. So we'll select the square pixels and hit OK. Now press T on your keyboard or click here to grab the text tool. Now go to your program window, click anywhere and start typing. Now go to your Essential Graphics panel and change the parameters as you want. I'll decrease the text size, make it bold and center it to our screen. Yeah, looks good. Now I'll go to my timeline and zoom in a little bit. Hold Alt on your keyboard and drag this layer to a video track above. Now go to your effects panel and search for Gaussian blur. Grab it and drag it onto your lower text layer. Just like that. Now go to your effects control panel. Here, make sure that the Gaussian blur effect is above the text layer. And I will hide the above layer for now. Open the Gaussian blur settings and change this blurriness to 300 or higher. I think this looks good. Now let's see. So we have added a glow to our text. Now let's say if you want to give a color to this glow. For that, go to your effects panel and search for tint. Drag it to the same text layer. Here you can see the tint is above the Gaussian blur. So we will drag it and add it between the Gaussian blur and the text layer, like this. Here we have a white glow that we want to change to some other color. So we will map the white to a different color. So click here and let's say I want to add the red color. This looks good. Hit OK. And as you can see, we have a reddish glow around our text. Now let's say if you want to increase the intensity of this effect. For that, we will grab the first layer and move it above. Now we have to duplicate the second layer. So hold Alt on your keyboard and drag it between the two layers. So you will see the glow is of higher intensity now. Now select the second layer and go to the opacity, and you can change it to control the intensity of this effect, like this. And just like that, we have added the glow effect to our text. Now let's say you want to animate this effect. So that becomes a little difficult because we have two different layers. So what you can do is drag and select these two layers, right click and click nest. Hit OK. Now select this layer and in the opacity settings, enable the keyframe. With the playhead at the beginning, you can mark the opacity as 0. Now move a few frames forward. I've moved 20 frames and add the opacity as 100. Now go to the end of the clip, mark the opacity here as 0. Move 20 frames to the left and here mark the opacity as 100. Now I'll give some transition here. Right click on your second keyframe and click ease in, and right click on your third keyframe and select ease out. Now let me preview this effect. I think I want the transition to be even slower. So I'll go to the second keyframe and move 20 frames to the right and drag it here. And I'll do the same for the third keyframe. Now let's preview it again. I think the effect looks perfect. And there you go. I hope you found this tutorial helpful, and if you did, give it a thumbs up and leave your questions down below. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye.